Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric. This is going to be a quick video on the Flyers draft and some of the moves they made in the offseason so far. We drafted Cam York in the first round, who is 5'11", 172 pounds, a defenseman out of the U.S. under-18. We could have got Cole Caulfield, who, of course, was a 72-goal scorer. Some Flyers fans are disappointed we didn't get him. York finished fifth on the team with 65 points, 14 goals, 51 assists. So obviously that shows he's great at getting up into the play, making that first pass out of the defensive zone, which is huge to get the puck out of your zone. That's something the Flyers did need. A big reason we moved Gudas for Niskanen is he's able to do that. And you got a guy like Braun who's more of a steady veteran to help your young guys and very good in his own right on defense, just not as big offensively as a guy like Niskanen and a guy like York can develop into. So I'm okay with the pick from a defensive standpoint, also because we got a forward I like, especially if he can hone in his skating ability in college, and Bobby Brink in the second round. And we'll get to him in a second. But Cam York was named to the under-18 All-Star team, and he was awarded the under-18 top 3 player on the team award. And he had the most goals by a defenseman and most assists by a defenseman. So he's that offensive defenseman the Flyers might have been lacking and seeking for a long time. That's just really the GOAT offensive. Ghost is a very solid defenseman. I love Ghost. I hope we don't trade him. I'm hearing the rumors it might happen, but we did make other moves that now it might not have to happen. So we'll see. But who knows? But he's a guy that could develop into that big-time offensive defenseman we've really been looking for, that really just dominates at our power play and takes over, just like a guy like Pronger did when he was here before he got injured for a couple of years, and other guys in the past, like Desjardins, etc. We picked in the second round Bobby Brink, like I just said. He appeared in 43 games for Sioux City, I hope I said that right, recording 35 goals and 33 assists. He also was in the U.S. National Development Team, and he had 3 goals and 3 assists in 5 games, so not bad at all. The thing that people worry with him is he has like an awkward skating ability, people describe it as, but that's something you can hone in on college. He doesn't necessarily have the fluently skate ability that you see with most elite offensive players, but that is something that you can learn and grow and develop in college, so I'm not too worried about that. And he's going to the UD, very solid school to be able to play hockey at. And up north, and he'll learn and he'll develop and he'll get that skating ability. That's something you can teach, how to skate more fluently. It's not like he struggles at something like, for example, being good defensively and being good with all his footwork there. That will be a little bit harder to teach. Just being more fluent skating, I think, is probably one of the easier things that coaches in college can hone in on him with. The third round, we picked another defenseman, this time 6'3" at 207, Ronnie Attard. He also played in the USHL, and he appeared in 48 games for Tri-City. He had 30 goals and 34 assists, so another guy that, of course, and he also recorded 1 assist in the 6 games in the USHL playoffs. Another guy who can step up, make the pass out of the zone, and get the puck in the offensive zone, get opportunities for you, and make those plays. He's going to attend Western Michigan, and hopefully that squad there helps him to hone in his abilities and develop into a solid defenseman for us when he comes to the Phantoms, and then continue to develop as he gets there. He also posted 8 goals and 7 assists in 50 games for the 17-18 season. He's a solid player, and I like that pickup as well. Another guy we picked up, another defenseman. Like I said, you can never have too many defensemen. Mason Millman. He played in the OHL. He's 6'1", 176 pounds. He appeared in 66 games, recorded 3 goals and 22 assists. Another good offensive tout that can step up in the play. Recorded 2 goals and 3 assists in 13 games in the playoffs, and posted 6 goals and 16 assists in 46 games for the St. Thomas Stars in the GOJHL before making the transition to the OHL. That's the other lower junior league. So he played very well. Another guy who can step up in the offensive zone We picked 3 defensemen that have offensive capabilities that have to hone in a little bit more in their defense. Some of them have to put on a little bit more muscle, But we got good guys. You can never have enough defensemen. If some of these guys pans out, you have them as trade bait too. So I think it works out well, drafting a lot of those defensemen. Then, of course, we skipped the 5th round. The 6th round, we picked Edgar Serduk. And Edgar Serduk is a winger, so we went in the 2nd and 6th round, we picked a winger. He played in the QMJHL. He appeared in 63 games for Victoriaville, and he had 25 goals and 40 assists, so not too shabby at all for a 6th round pick. He also had 3 goals and 3 assists in 11 games at the playoffs, and named the QMJHL, all-rookie team. So he had a very good year, was a very solid player for a 5th round pick, and another good depth forward to bring into the organization to do well for the Phantoms once he gets there, and to do well in the juniors as well, and just keep developing as time goes on. He seems like a solid 6th round pick. I read some other stuff on him. They said he has solid skating ability. He looks pretty good as a playmaker and might be an under-the-radar guy as a 6th round pick, some people were saying. So with those things being said, I do like that pick. Rody Ross from the Seattle Thunderbirds, the WHL, is a goaltender. 6'4", 172. Appeared in 25 games for Seattle and 276 goals against and .919 save percentage. Not bad at all for your other 6th round pick. And he just seems like a solid, well-rounded goalie. We'll see what he does to develop. And then in the 7th round, we picked by far the best name in our draft, in Bryce Brozinski. He's right wing, 6 foot, 196. Appeared in 23 games for Blaine High School. Recorded 32 goals and 44 assists, and serving as a team captain. He also appeared in 4 goals and 10 assists in 5 games for Blaine's playoff season, and posted 7 goals and 10 assists in 19 games for the Omaha Lancers. So this is a pick from someone that Brozinski, his brother, is in the league already. It's a hockey family. That's a solid guy to pick in the 7th round, someone that has a hockey background, that grew up around the game. Those are guys that might have a chance to develop into something. He looked very good in high school, served as a captain. That means he has leadership abilities at a young age. So we'll see what happens to him. All in all, I would have still said I was surprised you didn't pick Cole Caulfield in the 1st round. Sorry, this video is a little bit longer than most, but I think it was good content. I had to read off of my notes, but that's because I wanted to get everything I wanted to say to you guys out. This has been Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric. I would give the overall draft grade A-, mostly because in the 1st round I was surprised you didn't pick Caulfield, but I still really like Cam York as a player. So I would give it an A-. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.